Look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Len in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Los Angeles, Hunter down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3. You know, Steve, for teams that are already struggling big time, that's a sign that the ship is going to be difficult to turn the other way and get back on track.
I think, Kevin, body language and obviously what they're saying in the media. There are some teams, you watch them, guys hit a three-point shot, they come to the bench. No one's up clapping, no one's communicating with each other. Those are the teams I think is very hard to turn around.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That free throw, no good.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Young finds Collins. Here's Herter. And the 3 ball is good.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And there's the pass to Harrell. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Big Daddy's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Lou Williams. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jones checked in for Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Collins. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. Big boom!
That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
Well, Brand Jordan is no stranger to taking risks, and they have decided to take one on Che. That's right. They inked him to a shoe contract, and we should see the two of them working closely in the near future.
I agree, Greg. And Che has a colorful background with his time in college, but that is exactly the type of player Jordan was after. To me, at least, it seems like a very good fit. Outside Turner. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Parker outside, and there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Harkless comes in for George. Parsons checked in for Atlanta. Parker outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Jones. Another shot. It's tipped. There's Shamet. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks trail by 4. Parsons dishes to Turner. Out to Parker. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Clippers in second.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Parsons outside. Shot clock at 6 for 3. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And Beverly kicks to Shamet. Back to Beverly. Pass to Zubats. Harkless on the wing. To the middle. Turner with the steal. Here's Reddish. And the rejection by Zubats. Shamet with it. He's against Turner. Here's Big Daddy. Crops in the layup for 2. Big Daddy's got his second basket of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Turner. Rebound by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 5 rebounds tonight. He shoots again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Beverly.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Los Angeles. We see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Turner looking around. .158 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Reddish. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Magruder. Here's Zubats. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. The Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Jones. Reddish with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Now, here's Shamet. Turner covering. Back to Shamet. And the pass to Zubats. Here's Magruder. Kicks it to Harkless. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. This one for 3, and they force the shot clock. Violation. Great D. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Jones. Knocked loose. Shamet on the wing. Big Daddy. And Jones sends it back. Parsons against Murray. Now here's Parsons. Guarded closer. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Magruder, and it's blocked. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by Parker.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
It's stolen by Jones. Now the Hawks moving it the other way from downtown. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2004.
My inspiration really came from my mother.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You can tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Reddish out there with Evan Turner. Then it's Jones. Then there's Parker. And it's Parsons in at the small forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Big Daddy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Lou Williams has checked in for Landry Shamet. Williams against Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Reddish. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Reddish has got his second bucket tonight.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
Outside for Murray. Williams looking over the floor. Shoots over Len. Here's Big Daddy. Banked in off the glass. Big Daddy's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Young against Williams. From the baseline. A rebound by Big Daddy.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. 9-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West.
We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. And Turner kicks to Parker. Back to Turner. Clock at 6. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
pass to Shamet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It was a busy rookie season for Landry Shamet. He got off to a hot start in Philadelphia, but was traded near the deadline to the Clippers. Slotted in as a starter there and looked great.
And last year for Shamet, even with the trade from Philadelphia, was still very productive.
Reason why the shooting from outside is what jumps out at you. Rarely do you ever see a rookie come in and shoot over 40% from deep like Shamet did.
Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Here's Shamet, and again, no good by the Clippers. Turner inside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shamet, the pass to Big Daddy, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Lou Williams is checked in for Murray. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Turner. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 10-2 run here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Reddish. Parker outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Big Daddy's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Just 3 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jabari Parker. The Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Parsons. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Turner in for Kevin Huerter. Big Daddy is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Magruder in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Bounce pass from Shamet. Turner with the steal. To the paint, here's Parker, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score, but we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why, kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be, and I watch a lot of these players come in, the game is decided, you know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team, and then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
And here is Zubac. The pass to Big Daddy, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jabari Parker. The Clippers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Outside Turner for the lead. Misses off the left iron. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set, and you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
6 to shoot. Here's Reddish. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Young outside. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 14 points for the game.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
Pass to Shamet. To the inside. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 18. Lays it up and banks it in. Big Daddy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Reddish the pass to Parker. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Young finds Jones. It's Parker with the drive. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
The Hawks again can't hit.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Down low, here's Big Daddy. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Young's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Big Daddy. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Now, here is Young. 14 points for him. Knocked away. Out to Turner. From the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 25. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Hawks. Parker out there with Jones. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Reddish. And it's Young in at the guard position.
Parsons can be very tricky when he goes at a defender. Knows how to draw fouls.
Both free throws good from Parsons.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Passes to Zubac. Shamet on the wing. Here's Big Daddy. It's George on the wing, covered by Parsons, and Paul George with the 3. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Parker outside. The dish to Young. Here's the floater. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball, and it's George finishing it up.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Jones kicks to Reddish. Dishes it to Young. Pass to Parker. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shamet the pass to Zubats. 2 points. That one goes. Zubats has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Here's Big Daddy, defended by Young. The Big Daddy passes to Shamet. Here's Big Daddy. And the layup's good off the glass. Big Daddy's got 14 points here in the second half.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Hawks trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's Parker with the drive. Off on the layup.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there. Check mark. The physicality. Check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Zubats the pass to Big Daddy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Now the pass to Herter. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. Young from outside. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Beverly missing.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Inside. Here's Len. And the shot goes down.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Clippers moving the ball around. To the paint. George passes to Big Daddy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Alex Len picks one up. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Now George to the inside. Here's Big Daddy. Ejected by Len. Out to the right wing. Now here's Hunter, defended by George. Stolen by Beverly. 4-on-3 break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Collins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
George passes to Big Daddy. That one misses. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young against Beverly. Pass to Hunter. Lets the three fly. Hands it from downtown. Hunter's got 9 points here in the second half.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Williams finds Harrell. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Len. For 3, Williams. And the Clippers miss again. The Hawks trail by 7. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play. Here's Herter. Outside Collins. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Collins has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And George, here we go. Land with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. George passes to Williams. Here's Big Daddy. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense. Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They lead by 1. And it's denied. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closer. Good on the 13-footer. And the Clippers lead by 1.
As the game tightens, I like Lou Williams' mentality. Never gets too high or too low.
Young with the ball. He kicks it to Land. The 3. The offensive rebound. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Passes it to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
Beverly against Young. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Nobody near Leonard. Yes!
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 5. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He told him we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thanks, David.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
What I appreciate about Harold is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
Got it! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Beverly. Oh, no good. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Seven seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Top of the key. And the call will be against Alex Lamb. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Len in at the center position. And the call will be against Alex Len. And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 8 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Guys, what do you think?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A double overtime game can really take it. This one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
What can you say?